In Chapter 3, we looked at the market and market outcomes. In Chapter 7, we're going to look at market imperfections. We're going to look at different types of markets that exist and that we can analyze and see what effects it has on our market outcomes. In our basic market structure, we have supply and demand meet, and we get Q star and P star, the efficient market-determined amounts of quantity and price. We get our usual market outcomes: total revenue, consumer surplus, and producer surplus. There are several different types of market imperfections. A typical one is the tax situation. In the tax situation, we add a tax to the supply curve. The supply curve increases from supply to supply plus tax. This market imperfection results in a higher price to consumers and a lower price that sellers collect. The government collects the tax, the difference between the two. So we have the total revenue that the sellers get and a smaller producer surplus, the smaller consumer surplus, and a total tax that the government collects. But that's not the only effect that results from this market imperfection. There are consumers that are willing to pay for the good, and there are sellers that are willing to produce the good, but these transactions which occurred in the market situation do not occur in the tax setting. So this amount of transactions don't occur, and this amount of benefits are not accrued to the parties. These lost benefits are known as a social welfare loss. They reflect the lost consumer surplus and producer surplus that do not occur because we do not transact all of the transactions we did in the market setting. The tax results in a change in quantity. We have less quantity sold in the market. So there are two major impacts from a market imperfection. There's a social welfare loss, the lost benefits that occur because we don't transact everything that we could transact in a market setting. And also, we are under-allocating inputs to this market. Those inputs are then left over for other markets, which oversupply those other markets, causing secondary problems. So we have an inefficiency here. We are not producing at the efficient point where the marginal benefit equals the marginal cost, and we are under-resourcing this market and oversupplying other markets. As I said, this is just one example, a tax example of a market imperfection. There are several different types of things that can occur to a market and change the efficient outcome. We will look at a number of topics in this chapter, as well as in Chapter 8 in the international context.